Hello there guys and girls. I know I say that every video and you're probably expecting me to say so. How is everyone now? I thought for this one, sort of a final video for the day, because I've already done the other two and they're uploaded. I can see them. Yep, they're on my screen right now. I thought I'll do this video. And with this one I thought I'd have a little bit more fun. Obviously some of you may have seen my Just for Fun UK Accents video. If you haven't, have a look at that, where I go through just a small amount. We have got a lot more, just a small amount of the UK accents we have. So what I did with this one is I thought I would go for a couple of the world accents. So what I've done is I've just jotted down 12 just random countries and places. I can just show you. My handwriting is terrible, but in order we've got Australian, Chinese, Russian, African, Israeli, French, German, Latino, Texas, New York, Arkansas, Norwegian. That's just a small amount. I know that there's a lot of more countries out there. There's a lot more, and I know some of those are actually continents as well. So Africa is made up of a lot more than just it has all the different ones. So Sierra Leone, it has the Congo, it has Nigeria, etc., etc., etc. So rather than go for the smaller dialects, I just thought I'd go for the main sort of thing, so to speak. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to begin with your classic sort of accent. Almost went into Scottish there for a minute. I need to forget I'm not doing the UK. Australian. Right, now the Aussies. For a strange reason, most people who actually do the Australian accent, they seem to put their actual cheek up here, right, like this. And that's what you're thinking about with the Aussies. You know, put a shrimp on me barbie and all that, mate. Now, no, they're really not doing too well right now with all the fires, and then you got all the coronavirus and all that. So, there we go. Good day, mates. We got that one. Chinese. I need to be very careful here because the temptation, the massive temptation, is to do the whole "me love you long time." No. However, for anyone who is actually Chinese and is watching this, I can say "ni hao." You know, 我要咪咪 beatbox 哈。我写让人实现, which is how are you? Hi, how are you? My name is Mimic Beatboxer and I'm studying Chinese. And that's in Mandarin. There are, of course, Cantonese, Fuhongese, Hakka, Zhou. There's a lot of different dialects in Chinese, so yeah. In terms of a Chinese accent, though, I mean, you know, the classic "me love you long time" sort of thing. I don't want to get into that, you know. Yeah, we'll just go with that little bit of Chinese that I know there. Okay, next one, Russian. Well, the thing with Russian is that what you have to remember, comrade, is we are in Mother Russia. You know, I straightened my Ushanka. It's cold out, lot of snow, lot of very cold. You know, Volga, Volga, sing Moscow song. Yes, very fun. Come to Moscow. We are nice people. So when you are looking at Russia, what you are really thinking about is not just snow. Very, very nice country. You will like. Come visit us, comrade. I should point out to some of the Russians that I can say, you know, Привет. Как дела? Uh, and there you go. What else? Because Russian was oddly enough the second language I learned other than English. So it's like, you know, Привет, как дела? Hi, how are you? You can add things to that as well. You know, как дела, моя друга? Which means, how are you, my friend? Brat means brother, siestra means sister. Not that difficult to learn. I learnt the 33 Cyrillic letters as well, so there is that. But yes, in Russia, very, very nice. There's a lot of different dialects as well, so you can speak Russian like this. There is other ones as well that we will not go into, but we will look at this one. Look at this, see, slight different Russian, and that is what you will be thinking about. Yes, but I do recommend learn Russian. You know, even if just to say привет or to say как дела is good, and eventually, you will learn enough Russian that you will be able to say something authentically Russian, like "Я шломой твой ноги." So I say that again. I might pronunciation make wrong. "Я шломаю твой ноги" is authentic Russian phrase. If you come to Russia, it is traditional. You approach a couple, and it is traditional to approach the man. You approach the man and you say, "Я шломаю твой ноги." It is just politeness. Do try that. I think you will have good reaction. Da. Take that off. Right, what we got next? African. The thing what you have to look at when you are doing an African accent is this one. There are a lot of African accents as well, so I have to be careful. I have to be very, very careful. Israeli. Oh boy. The thing with Israeli is it's technically called Hebrew, but the Israeli is a dialect, sort of an accent. And because obviously most of Israel is made up of people who, from the diaspora, they came into Israel, so you'll have a variety of accents there. The only sort of contact I have with Israeli, I've got to get the plug-in in. I've got to get this in here. My instructor would kill me if I didn't get this in. Look at that. There we go. Krav Maga. So my sort of acquaintance with Israeli is mainly through the Krav Maga, because I do Krav Maga. One of the people they brought over was a 3-hour seminar on bladed weapons, and they brought this Israeli instructor over, top guy, brilliant guy, whose name is Tamir Gilad. And I remember, see, because he's the only Israeli that I've ever really met, you try and impersonate his accent. But I remember that we started the class, and I remember it was, okay, so grab a machete. We grabbed the machete, and he's like, okay, attack each other. Yep. But with Israeli, it's a difficult one for me because I haven't really practiced it that much. when when you're looking at Israeli, I can only do sort of similar to the way that he spoke, but he's not perfect. It's not a perfect accent. It's one that I will have to probably learn a bit more about. As I progress through Krav Maga, I'm certain I'll probably meet a lot more Israelis, and therefore I'll probably get the accent a bit better. As to the actual language itself, I mean Hebrew, Shalom, Mashlom Shah, Chani Tov. I know that one. So Russian was the second language I learned. Hebrew was the fourth that I explored, and the letters there, you got the 22 letters. A little bit different. Very much a little bit different. I mean, looking at things like Reich and Dalit and working out the differences, the difference between Samek and Mem, which are the Hebrew letters. Yeah. So what's next? French. Well, being English, we're sort of acquainted with them. The French, je veux français. So when you are thinking of the French accent, what you are really thinking about is lots of onions, travel on a bicycle, speak as if you are, 3 onions because, your cuisine is so good because it's frog's legs and snails, yes. Being France, we do not deal with our nobility in a nice fashion. That's a reference to the guillotine and what happened in the revolution. And then we will go to the German, the immediate neighbor of the France. We will go to Germany. There is that one. I don't know much German. Guten Tag, Guten Morgen, Guten Nacht. And that's it. Yeah. Latino. Now, again, I have to be very careful with the stereotypes. So, this is more Mexican based, I'm afraid. So, is what you have to do. Is this one. Is Mexicano. There you go. Guacamole, sour cream. Oh, I'm not looking forward to the comments on this video. I am really not. We have to get past that wall. There's going to be a lot of pissed off Mexicans in my comments. Oh, I'm half laughing and I'm half sort of scared shitless about the feedback I'm going to get on this. I do mean this in a jokey fashion. I hope a lot of people can have a laugh at this. The next one, Texas. Well, again, it's a case of when y'all got the Texas accent, what y'all got to think about is all that sand and all that. Down south, we eat a lot of donuts, a lot of barbecues and all that, and it's good old-fashioned US of A, my friend. Now, the strange thing is, I do actually have a Texan friend. I do have a Texan friend. His name's Joe. There's a typical name. Name's Joe Pruitt. There you go. And that there is Texas. We love our barbecues, our bacon, our guns. We like all that sort of thing. So there you go. Right. And the next one is New York. The New York accent. I mean, this is what you talking about, I mean, this one I done a lot of practice on. Hey, let me tell you something, ladies. Turn around. Let me see your Lower East Side. Bada bing, bada boom. And that's how it goes. You know, this what you gotta do. I'm just out here doing what I do. You do what you do, you know? There you go. Arkansas. Well, if y'all have to do the Arkansas accent, y'all will end up sounding like Billy Clinton. Good old Bill Clinton. The man who did not have sexual relations with that woman. Yeah. We really believe you, Bill. Norwegian is the last one. When you speak Norwegian, sounds a bit more Swedish. Incidentally, my ancestry DNA test came back and I am actually 3% Swedish. I sense at some point there was a marauding Viking. Oh well. When you speak Norwegian, you have to speak like this. You know, hei, hvordan har du det? Jeg god. Seriously, that is actually Norwegian. Norwegian was the second language that I sort of delved into. Jeg engelsk. I am English. Hi, hvordan har du det? Hi, how are you today? So, yep. And that's the accents I've got so far. I hope no one's got sort of offended over this. If you have, there's the comment section. I do read them occasionally, but at the end of the day, you can just scroll on. Yep. I'm not one of these people who gets sort of guilt-ridden. The stereotypes are there. Whether they exist for a reason, that's a totally different debate. I'm not getting into a debate about that. I'm not getting into a debate against cultures. I'm not getting into a debate against that. All I'm doing here is a few accents, a few stereotypes. Let's have a laugh. Right? Let's try and smile through this time where we're all on lockdown and, you know, so that's that. Comments are going to be very interesting. I don't think I've ever been this controversial, but I feel quite comfortable. That's weird. Anyway, those are some that I went through quite quickly. I do have this temptation to go through accents quite quickly. So you got you got the Australian there, mate. You've got the Australian right there. You have the Russian. That one is easy as well. You know, do that. You know, and remember, phrase is "Yashlomayo tvoi nogi." Yes, I'm looking on the screen, so that I had to look it up because I wasn't sure too much about pronunciation. You have the African accent. You have that one as well. There will be plenty of people in the comments attacking me, but I do not care. I really do not care. So what I will need from you, if you are not completely satisfied, is I will need your account number and your sort code. In for a penny, in for a pound. If I'm going to be controversial, I might as well go there. Israeli, yeah, I don't know that one that much. But I had to get the plug-in. Krav Maga, come on. The France is this one, you know, it is not too difficult. As an Englishman, we are used to them all the time. And then we go into the German, yeah. And we sound like milkmaid, yeah. And then we go into the Latino. Hola, hola, señorita. Hello, hola, señor. Is it donde está or como está? One of them says how are you, one of them's where are you. I didn't really look into the language that much. You got yourself the Texan accent, and like I said, I do have a Texan friend. He's on my Facebook, constantly liking every single one of my comments. I don't know what's wrong with that there boy. And then you got the New York accent. I got a little bit animated. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Then you got Arkansas and you sound like Bill Clinton. Und sen vi sa Norwegian, ja. It is Norwegian. I have ordered hard do that. So there we go. I've gone through them. It will be interesting to see what people think of those. To be honest, I think some of those were good, but I'll be the first person to put my hands up and say some of those, I don't know why I chose them. Some of them I really need work on. I really do. So that's that, and hope you enjoy. Feel free to subscribe, feel free to like, feel free to comment, feel free to like the Facebook page. Too many F's in that sentence. It's like a family reunion. Anyway, that's that. I'll sign off now, and I hope you enjoy the videos. I've uploaded 2 more just before this. One is a beatbox tutorial vid, and the other one is just me freestyle beatboxing throughout the flat. So enjoy.